The physical dimension. The physical dimension involves caring effectively for our physical body, eating the right kinds of foods, getting sufficient rest and relaxation, and exercising on a regular basis. Exercise is one of those quadrant 2 high leverage activities that most of us don't do consistently because it isn't urgent. And because we don't do it, sooner or later we find ourselves in quadrant 1, dealing with the health problems and crises that come as a natural result of our neglect. Most of us think we don't have enough time to exercise. What a distorted paradigm. We don't have time not to. We're talking about 3 to 6 hours a week or a minimum of 30 minutes a day every other day. That hardly seems an inordinate amount of time considering the tremendous benefits in terms of the impact on the other 162 165 hours of the week, and you don't need any special equipment to do it. If you want to go to a gym or a spa to use the equipment or enjoy some skill sports such as tennis or basketball, that's an added opportunity, but it isn't necessary to sharpen the saw. A good exercise program is one that you can do in your own home and one that will build your body in three areas: endurance, flexibility, and strength. Endurance comes from aerobic exercise, from cardiovascular efficiency, the ability of your heart to pump blood through your body. Although the heart is a muscle, it cannot be exercised directly. It can only be exercised through the large muscle groups, particularly in the leg muscle muscles. That's why exercise like rapid walking, running, biking, swimming, cross country skiing, or jogging are so beneficial. You are considered minimally fit if you can increase your heart rate to at least 100 beats per minute and keep it at that level for 30 minutes. Ideally, you should try to raise your heart rate to at least 60% of your maximum pulse rate, the top speed your heart can beat and still pump blood through your body. Your maximum heart rate is generally accepted to be 220 less your age. So if you are 40, you should aim for an exercise heart rate of 108. Embrace 220 minus 40 equally 180. Equally 108. The training effect is generally considered to be between 72 and 87% of your personal maximum rate. Flexibility comes through stretching. Most experts recommend warming up before and cooling down stretching after aerobic exercise before it helps loosen and warm the muscles to prepare for more vigorous exercise. After it helps to dissipate the lactic acid so that you don't feel sore and stiff. Strength comes from muscle resistance exercise like simple calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups, and from working with weights. How much emphasis you put on developing strength depends on your situation. If you're involved in physical labor or athletic activities, increased strength will improve your skills. If you have a basically sedentary job and success in your lifestyle does not require a lot of strength, a little toning through calisthenics in addition to your aerobic and stretching exercises might be sufficient. I was in a gym one time with a friend of mine who has a PhD in exercise psychology. He was focusing on building strength. He asked me to support him while he did some bench presses and told me at a certain point he'd ask me to take the weight. But don't take it until I tell you, he said firmly. So I rushed and waited and prepared to take the weight. The weight went up and down, and I could see it being to get harder. But he kept going. He would start to push it up, and I'd think, there is no way he's going to make it. But he'd make it. Then he'd slowly bring it back down and start back up again. Up and down, up and down. Finally, as I looked at his face straining with the effort, his blood vessels particularly jumping out of his skin, I thought, this is going to fall and collapse his chest. Maybe I should take the weight. Maybe he's lost control and he doesn't even know what he's doing. But he'd get it safely down, then he'd start back up again. I couldn't believe it. When he finally told me to take the weight, I said, why did you wait so long? Almost all the benefit of the exercise comes at the very end, Stephen, he replied. I'm trying to build strength, and that doesn't happen until the muscle fiber ruptures and the nerve fiber registers the pain. Then nature overcompensates, and within 48 hours, the fibers made stronger. I could see this point. It's the same principle that works with emotional muscles as well, such as patience. When you exercise your patience beyond your past limits, the emotional fiber is broken, nature overcompensates, and next time the fiber is stronger. Now my friend wanted to build muscular strength, and we knew muscular, and we knew how to do it, but not all of us need to develop that kind of strength to be effective. No pain, no gain has validity in some circumstances, but it is not the essence of an effective exercise program. The essence of renewing the physical dimension is to sharpen the soul, to exercise our bodies on a regular basis in a way that will preserve and enhance our capacity to work and adapt and enjoy. And we need to be wise in developing an exercise program. There is a tendency, especially if you haven't been exercising at all, to overdo. That can create unnecessary pain, injury, and even permanent damage. It's best to start slowly. An exercise program should be in harmony with the latest research findings, with your doctor's recommendations, and with your own self awareness. If you haven't been exercising, your body will undoubtedly protest this change in this comfortable downhill direction. You won't like it at first. You may even hate it, but be proactive. Do it anyway, even if it's raining on the morning you scheduled to jog. Do it anyway. Good, it's raining. I get to develop my willpower as well as my body. You're not dealing with quick fix. You're dealing with a quadrant 2 activity that will bring phenomenal long-term results. Ask anyone who has done it consistently. Little by little, your resting pulse rate will go down as your heart and oxygen processing systems becomes more efficient. As you increase your body's ability to do more demanding things, you'll find your normal activities much more comfortable and pleasant. You'll have more afternoon energy, and the fatigue you felt that's made you too tired to exercise in the past will be replaced by an energy that will invigorate everything you do. Probably the greatest benefit you will experience from exercising will be the development of your habit one muscles of proactivity. As you act based on the value of physical well-being instead of reacting to all the forces that keep you from exercising, your paradigm of yourself, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and your integrity will be profoundly affected.